So this is a continuation of my last video. This is part 2. I wanted to show you as he goes down into the cave that's beneath the rock. And again, this area here, if you notice, is the rock. So this is the dome of the rock that is beneath the dome that is on the Temple Mound that basically they idolatrize. Now, they don't only idolatrize the top of the rock because that's where he went up. Their prophet supposedly went up, but they go within the rock itself and pray and seek blessings. So they're seeking blessings from within the rock on the dome of the Temple Rock. And we know that in the Bible, Jesus is referred to as the rock, the chief cornerstone of the temple. However, these people are actually seeking blessings from this actual rock. And another thing I just want to bring to you guys' attention is that young Jewish boy got in trouble for laying on the ground. Yet you see these Islamic people, there's a Muslim woman here on the ground, and there are children here. There's 2 children, and they're on the ground in their bare feet with, shorts and shirts on. And these are within the rock, on the Temple Mound, and they're literally on the ground. Whether they be praying or whatever they're doing, they're literally on the ground, but the Jewish people can't come in there. And he speaks about them literally seeking blessings from being within the rock. And as you notice, there's 2 kids up here just sitting in the corner here within the rock. And but if you're a Jewish person, you can't come up here on this section of the Temple Mound at all, anywhere, and lay down or sit down or pray in any way, shape, or form. It's forbidden. So I just want you guys to understand the hypocrisy of one, the idolatry, and the other hypocrisy of the fact that even a little Jewish boy or kid can't even go onto the Temple Mount and pray or will be locked up. Now, I don't know if that's just to keep the peace, which most likely it is. However, I think that it's kind of an unfair and unjust thing for them to do, whether they be Christian or Muslim or whatever. He mentions in here that this is supposed to be a place of peace and unity and all this and that, but at the same time, when you won't allow any other race or culture or to go up there and pray, it's not very peaceful. It's not a very peaceful place. But I want you guys to notice exactly what's going on here, and exactly what's inside. I had never known this before. I'd never taken the time. I just kind of closed my mind to the whole thing because I felt it was, and this is kind of like the front here. If you notice, there's a guy down here praying. This is kind of like the Wailing Wall, but this is actually beneath part of the, the rock. And there's like a special wall here that they're praying to. So could it be that the Holy of Holies is here behind the wall here and they know it? Or the Ark of the Covenant, and they know that if it's opened or if anyone goes there, they're going to instantly die? Could that be possible? I don't know, but it's definitely a place to, and it looks like they have like books here. And, but anyways, I thought this would be something that my viewers would like to see. Just the different ideology of what's going on. And if you notice, there's probably like 15, 20 people here. And if you go back up where he's waiting for people to come out, like there's people coming in and out, but there's probably like 15 people, 20 people here, coming in and out of this place. And it doesn't seem like anybody's really kind of rushing them in or out. Unless these people here are like, they work here and they're just basically to keep monitor, because I know they use a lot of the Islamic women and children to kind of like the children are kind of like set up to be with the women that are kind of like watching everything that's going on. And you notice there's 2 kids here, and this lady and this lady, and then there's or whatever, it could be a guy, I guess, but I think it's a woman. None of the Muslim men, I've not seen many Muslim men that cover their head with hoodies, so I'm pretty sure that's a woman. That's a woman. Here's a woman with 3 kids, and you know, this is, like I said, the part that's, if you notice, here's the rock, and then within there's a spot. And it looks like he goes down, and somewhere over here is the wall area where the guy was praying, like, you know, where there's like a line. It almost looks like this has been cut or whatever, but very interesting, and also, like I said, hypocritical at the same time, to where they're basically worshiping a rock and actually going down within the rock itself, down inside of the rock, to pray. So keep in mind, you know, there's so many people out there that's deceived and as to what this really is, and I think it's just basically being done to prevent the Jewish people from having the Temple Mound for their temple. I really do. I believe that. I don't believe that this site is as holy as they say it is for them, but you know, they're willing to do whatever it takes, including die, to protect it and defend it. So, you know, this stuff has been going on for years and years and years, and we know that it says that, you know, the Gentiles will walk on the Temple Mount. It will be under their feet. So we know that this isn't going to stop, you know, until Jesus comes back. None of this stuff is ever going to change. And that includes other nationalities, other religions and stuff going up on the Temple Mount. It says it will be trampled underfoot. So I hope this brings you guys some more insight. It definitely taught me some things. And I had no idea, you know, I had no idea that this is what was inside of here. That this rock is actually inside of this. And that's why they call it the Dome of the Rock, duh. But definitely interesting. I hope this blesses you guys, and I hope you learn from this, and I hope you consider some of the things I've said, and, you know, come to your own conclusions. If you notice over here, there's some very unique woodwork. And I don't know, I believe that the way that he went down was right here, and then that wall is over here. So that wall that he was up against, I think, is over here somewhere. Somewhere over here. Or it could be over here. So whatever area is over here, I think beneath the ground is probably a pretty special area. I don't know if you guys can make out where that would be, but I know that it's interesting, to say the least. It's very interesting. So when he pulls out, you can see when he goes out, he goes back around. He's talking about this, how it's like several hundred years old and gold inlaid and everything, or, you know, the intricate artwork. You notice he walks literally right around here, and that's where you can go down into the... And they have fans up there, so I guess they don't really have ACs or anything in there. I mean, I'm pretty sure they do, but I don't know, maybe the fans are to move it around. I noticed a lot of the plastic chairs. I know they've had a lot of problems there, but if you notice, he comes down from here, and then this is the entrance into the cave. So if we go back here a little bit, so we know that when he goes down on the right side, which is over here, So whatever's over here by this clock, something down here below their feet, down in this area is what's special. Because that's where they had the wall. So whatever's down here, below the ground here, and there's a door there, I don't know, but that's the area I think would probably be the Holy of Holies. Because they wouldn't be, see, as you notice, he goes down, and then he turns to this side, which is to the right, and then there's this wall. Whatever wall that is, whatever is on the other side of that wall is special, I think. And it may be so special that they've had to block it off. Or it could be in another location, I don't know. But we definitely know that serious stuff was going on there. Very serious stuff with what we know, the holiest of holies in the temple. God bless, guys.